season. Tonight, two teams that crash the glass. Kenny, when you think of the great rebounders in this league, what are some of their key attributes?
Oh, they get that position, and then they hold it. They maintain it. That's the key.
Maintaining the position.
Yes, because you can get pushed out there. If you come down with the rebound yourself, you can't do it, let's say, just tip it out. Great rebounders do that too. They'll just tip it out to the guards, and then we can start the fast break.
What's the key to good
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game against the Dallas Mavericks. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
All fueled up and on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Harden, and it's Bryant in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harden, no good. Here's Money. Oh!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, this building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Oh, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
The pass to Ramsey. Makes it off the glass. You know about the rookie wall. But Clark, for some, things really don't click until later in the season.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin. And again, a lot of factors go into that. How much are you playing? What kind of work are you doing? What's your role on the team? What's your opportunity within your team? All of those things can impact how you fare during the course of the season. And sometimes it's a matter of matchups for individual players, but it's all part of the fabric of the unpredictable nature of being a pro player.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's tipped. Finished off the break.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
Well, turning defense into offense, Greg. Outstanding effort there. Swiped it away with ease, and off they went.
Outside Holiday. Another miss by Houston.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Here's Money. Drills the three-pointer. Money's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now let's find out what head coach Scott Brooks had to say to David Olden. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, he stressed to his players that it's all about the extra pass tonight. He said we have a bunch of guys who can score. As long as we keep everyone involved, our best defense is a good offense. Well, let's see if they keep the rock moving tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, I echo that, Greg. I mean, if they come out here as the aggressors and really get after it, I think it'll make things that much easier on them defensively.
Pass to Buchanan. No good again that time. Magic have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Morris throws it down.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now. A big one. And they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection. In a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And right now for the Magic, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Passes it to Buchanan. Knocked away. Money passes to Thompson, and it's in there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
It's trailed by 13. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. They pass to Shelton. Here's Orlando now. They've gone on a 13-0 run. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Buries it from three-point range. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one drops.
You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
And so it makes both from the line. And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drive and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor, and defensively they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Houston making a switch. Henderson's checked in. Here's Buchanan. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Money. Boy, was he something else against Dallas.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Good work there as it goes. Magic leading by 16. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
It's trailed by 18. Pass to Chris. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Orlando grabs the miss. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
Yeah, they were overpowering you inside. And you really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Here's Money. The feed to Morris. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint there. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
For Houston, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he can't get the first one. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind for him?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as he is. Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with the live dribble.
Timeout call for Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
The Rockets making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Bishop the pass to Holiday. He feeds it to Henderson. Counted. Good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Magic leading by 18. Holiday brings the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Money. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Rockets trail by 18. They swipe it. It's stolen. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Holiday. And again, the turnover by the Rockets. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Well, if you're going to win, you've got to shoot a good percentage from the stripe, and for them, they have no one to blame but themselves.
Count that bucket.
He's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Another steal. Here's Money. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Here's Money, and the shot goes in. Money's got 17 now.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Bishop the pass to Holiday. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Goes in for the top.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
The 3 from Harden. Johnson with the rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Houston making a switch. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the story.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut.
Fader on the way. The Magic with a fresh 24. It's good. He has 6.
And And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Pass to Shelton. And Morris comes over to help. Henderson finds Holiday. Shelton covered by Morris. Harden, no good.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's Money. And a strong finish with two hands.
Fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
Poked away. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the first one drops. Clark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy, athletic enough to get things done on the court. Was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit, but I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average three-point attempts versus two-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for Houston.
And they've been right about in the middle of the pack here, not falling in love with the long-range game, but they've also been aggressive, finding shots closer to the rim.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. And Orlando has possession. 1:58 left in the first. Fires from 14, and that one good. Money's got 25 points.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the recoverage pay.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 27 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tristan Thompson. He's averaging 19 points per game and just over 2 steals. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end. He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
The kick out to Bryant. They need this. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Money. 30 points in the game. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
And that one is hammered home.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition their part.
Reed the pass to Shelton. To the inside. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Money. Got a piece of it. Reed the pass to Warner. The The kick out to Bryant. From deep three-point range, and so it's the Orlando Magic going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. Noches basketball fans, it's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man. Just filing them down. Love the bully ball man. Paying off well.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Bryant, and it's Buchanan in at the 5. Outside Bryant. Passes it to Warner. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's good. 2 points. 7 points in the game. Orlando's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Here's Money. Feeds to Morris. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The pass to Ramsey. Orlando moving the ball around. And again, it's the Magic from deep. They get a hand on it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Puts up a 3. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Here's Buchanan. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Basket good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Well, that was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Pass to Money. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
For Houston, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Shelton. The Rockets again can't hit.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Morris, left side. Pass to Shelton. Here's Buchanan, buried from 15 feet out. He's got 11.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside and stolen by Chris. Another steal. Here's money. It doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way. And the foul called on Markeith Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's Holiday. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Atlanta. It's deflected. They recover it. Second shot opportunity. Orlando grabs the miss. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. From deep, Harden. Houston gets it back. Here's Henderson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Henderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in nice and done.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Pass to Holiday. To the middle. Looking for Chris. He gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty.
It was a Hail Mary for sure. A long-distance bomb.
Knocked loose. And here's Harden for 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bishop the pass to Holiday. 4-on-3 break. Here's money. And the rejection by Harden. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Knocked away. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at the Magic. They've continued to play strong basketball, not utterly dominant as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that number 1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, Charlotte, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for the Magic, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th. Foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
And the Rockets making a change here. Here's Money. He has 45 points. Here's Ramsey. Chris with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And here we go with the Magic.
Hey, watch out. Watch out.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
To the left wing. Back to Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Reed, covered by Morris. Chris can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Money. Morris inside, covered by Chris. Morris with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Poked away, out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Takes the three.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Inside. Guarded by Harden. Good once again. That makes it 8 for 9 this game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Houston making a switch. Here's Reed. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. Hayes got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Cuts off the pass. Here's Money. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's the pass to Reed. They could use a bucket, and the layup is up and in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Money passes to Thompson. He doesn't hit that one. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Nuggets, not going to be an easy one for them. We know about the struggles they've had of late, and having to deal with the back end of the back-to-back is never fun.
In a brief look, while we had the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBA, the leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. Number 1, Markieff Morris. Tristan Thompson is second.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
All free throws good from Henderson. 1:27 left to play here in the half. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. And Thompson throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating the whole game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing. Greg, you know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
Orlando's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Pass to Money. It's rebounded by Houston.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. I guess even he took this one of those once in a while. Rising and punching it was an angry finish.
He wanted that dunk to stand out for sure.
And I'd say it did, guys. I mean, you can see that by the way the guys on the bench exploded when it went down.
20 feet out, and it's good. 2 points.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
With 1 on the clock, and so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with Vic.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists, and I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
We've got Money. Morris is out there with Thompson. And it's Ramsey in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Money, guarded by Holiday. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Rob. Here's Money. They get the rebound. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
And Bryant kicks to Harden. And that one goes long.
And I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Poked loose. And the turnover again by Houston.
A moment here to look at the numbers for money. His last 10 games have been exceptional. Tops in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And for the Rockets, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Pass to Buchanan. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Orlando called for the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's money guarded by Holiday. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Bryant finds Holiday. Down low. And there's the pass to Buchanan. Another miss by Houston.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Magic moving the ball around. It's stolen by Bryant. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Holiday attacking from 11 feet away. No good. Shot missing. So Orlando will take it the other way.
Looks like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
Basket good. 10 points for him. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Rockets. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Buchanan. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they like the shot.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Holiday left side. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
To the inside. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Holiday. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. That one's not going to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
He's still fighting it. I mean, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. He's trying to get into rhythm, but right now he's playing hard, but he's hurting his team.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
To the inside, pass to Norman. From downtown, the shot, no good. Magic have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. He was all alone on that one. He's got 25.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I'll tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Here's Buchanan. Another miss by Houston. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on an 18-5 run. Here's Money. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
Shelton passes to Buchanan. Chris with it. Passes to Buchanan. They get a hand on it. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New Orleans. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Houston, they're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And you know, Houston, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Houston making a switch. Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And there's the pass to Reed. The Rockets with another miss. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 20-5 run. 3-on-3. Pulls up. It's hauled in by the Magic.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this quarter.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And here's the shot chart as we see how things are going for Harden.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
And so here is Houston. Henderson passes to Reed. Thompson with the rebound.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Pass to Reed. so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. They'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Atlanta Hawks.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. Now, I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Both shots good from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Houston's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Reed. Another miss by Houston.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Money uses the glass to finish the layup. Money's got 59 points.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
To the paint. Here's Timmerman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 6 points for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Money. Morris passes to Money. Lobbed up there for Thompson.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Passes it to Reed, tipped away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And there goes. Incredible.
He's at 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now the pass to Warner. Pass to Reed. Passes it to Warner. Inside, Harlan. And it goes down 2 points.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Money. He dishes it to Morris. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. You look at Money, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And for the purists out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and create so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show.
Here's Reed, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. Reminds me of my days doing work down there. When you have this kind of positioning, scoring is simple.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And the pass to Warner. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Reed. It's not going to go for him. And Orlando the other way now.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
From downtown, Thompson with the rebound. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And uses both hands to jam it in.
And since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his third foul of the game. Holiday inside the line. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic able to put on a show for the Agents. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Harden, and it's Bishop in at the power forward. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. Here's Money, pass to Morris. Tries from the block. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. Outside Bryant. Pass to Warner. Harden right side. That's tipped. Jacks up a 3. Thompson with the rebound. On offense, here are the Magic. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Harden outside. Drains the 3-pointer. Harden's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Morris. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Holiday. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Again, the miss by Harden.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Pass it to Warner. Harden surveying the D. From the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled, and really probably why they're trailing.
Holiday, no one around him. But they get it back. Double team on Holiday. 6 on the shot clock, and a bit of a battle hit for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Orlando now. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Money passes to Morris. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
That's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Money passes to Morris. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Harden on the wing. Outside Holiday. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. That one is no good. Rocket shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. The pass to Morris. A fader. Bank shot, no good.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Here's Norman. It's hauled in by the Magic. Morris, left side, pass to Ramsey. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from a 4 all night. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Over to the left wing. Buchanan. And it's off from 3-point range. Magic have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Money passes to Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Rockets making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. The Rockets shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. No good on the shot. The Magic go the other way with it. Money passes to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Money. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Houston's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Chris. Passes to Norman. To the middle. Here's Henderson. Good work defensively by Morris. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 13-5 run.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for them. Almost looks too easy for them, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really, really at a high level.
Now the pass to Shelton. And the Rockets making a change here. inside. It's deflected, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Pass to Norman. Poked away. And now Orlando on the break.
Getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
And that's a foul called on Money.
No way.
And you've got to be more careful.